Take a bottle of perfume and leave it open for some time. What do you observe? Where does this perfume go? The perfume slowly gets spread into the air because perfume is a matter, and you know matter is made up of very small particle. This small particle is spread into the air. This process of spreading particle is known as diffusion. You can see many more examples in our daily life. Leakage of cooking gas in our homes is detected due to diffusion. The smell of food being cooked reaches us even from a distance is also an example of diffusion. The fragrance of burning incense stick spreads. This is also an example of diffusion. You can see here in beaker there is a liquid. If we put some solid substance in it, automatically solid substance spread in whole liquid. This process is called diffusion. So we can define the intermixing of particles of two substances on their own is called diffusion. Now one fact about diffusion is always occurs from higher concentration to lower concentration. For example, see here higher concentration of solid and solid spread from higher concentration to lower concentration. Now next, the types of diffusion. Diffusion, first type is diffusion in gases. Leakage of cooking gas in a home is an example of diffusion in gases. Next one is the burning of incense stick is also an example of diffusion in gases. Consider one example, diffusion of gases. Take a gas jar. Here is gas jar containing bromine vapors. Bromine vapors, which is brown in color, brown red color. Place a jar containing air upside on the jar containing bromine vapor. In this gas jar, bromine vapor is there, and this is empty, means only air which is invisible to us is present in this gas jar. Now after some time, what you observe? The whole bromine vapors spread out in both jars. This process is known as diffusion, or this is the example of diffusion in gases. Now next type of diffusion is diffusion in liquids. Diffusion in liquid is slower than that in gases. Now for some examples are there. Take one jar, put water and add potassium permanganate, which is purple in color. What you are observing? After some time, whole liquid converted into colored, which is an example of diffusion in liquids. Now you can do one thing, take water and add ink into it and write the observation also. Next one is diffusion in solid. Diffusion can also take place in solid, but it is very slow process. For example, if we write something on a blackboard and leave it unclean for a considerable period of time, we will find that it becomes quite difficult to clean the blackboard. This is due to the fact that some of the particles of chalk have diffused into the surface of blackboard. So, gases have tendency to more diffusion than liquid, and diffusion in solid is very, very slow.